Hello everyone, and welcome to our second episode of Nathan's Endgame Adventures, which I might be calling Spongebob Sunday, though I haven't made an executive decision. Today is Sunday, June 28th, and she will be coming over today. If you remember, in our last episode, which was my birthday, we had mentioned that she got me the Spongebob remake. And then Darling was wonderful and got a game that will be coming in June-ish.
Yeah, I think like the 20-something or
Yeah, I want to say 23rd off the top of my head. It wasn't coming out until later in June. And then when it eventually did come out, she would come over and deliver it, and yeah, that's basically what today is. The plan was originally for her to just stop by and deliver it, but like there's no point in her driving all the way over here and then driving all the way back, so we've decided to turn it into a hangout today, and that's what today's gonna be, a end of June late anniversary visit day thing. And then hopefully we'll be able to do something in July a little bit. I wanted to make sure we got something in before the end of June. That way it's like, okay, we don't have 2 videos in July. So it is about 11 o'clock and she will be over here shortly. And just like we always do, we will have our day of hanging out and just doing our thing. We'll be staying inside, doing our thing in the room. Then we'll be coming outside because it's somewhat nice today. It's not as humid. It's been kind of bleh and rainy, and there's like rain puddles and everything everywhere, but that's okay because it's kind of a little bit better today, which is nice, at least for now, because it's still early in the day. This is the beginning of yet another episode, and we will pick this up as we often pick it up when she arrives, which will be in a little bit, so we will see you then. Goodbye. Cue about an hour later. Good afternoon, and welcome to Lord knows what. Nap time. We just finished having lunch at 2:14, and now we're just chilling in the opening of our latest endeavor. I don't know what happened because it was like thundering and raining and all that, but now it's over there all sunshine, blue sky, white clouds.
You mean I should have waited an hour to come?
Darling, this is a mood today. Just, and then over there, you see that over there? That is also a mood. Just look at that. Look at it. Mood. Whee! There we go. Now we can see what she's doing. Oh dear. She proceeded to rip out the table. That's always in the corner over there, scratching up the floor, and then, yeah. Darling arrived with the game at last, so huzzah.
The goddesses ought to exact your revenge upon them, and vice versa.
I'm not allowed to exact revenge upon the goddesses.
True, because you
Because
would die.
I am not a god myself, so it would be futile. Because remember, the one rule with her is anything that ricochets off of either side will ultimately hit me in the face.
I told you, anything that ricochets off of either side ultimately will hit you in the face. Indeed.
So if I were to slug the goddesses, it would simply ricochet, and then I'd lose a tooth or 3.
Indeed.
And then there you go, so. That's pretty much that.
Ah, kick me in the face, why don't you?
Okay.
No.
Darling. So,
Well.
go like that,
Mm-hmm.
and just go like that, and then we just go like that and pretend that it's not dirty over here.
Mm-hmm.
And go like that. too much bacon and shaking and the booty quaking, you know. It's for later.
I know there was a reason I was feeling odd.
She's always feeling odd. She is odd.
I am not odd.
She's even.
Indeed.
Even more annoying than I ever could have.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Lesson number 10. Don't do that.
And if, God forbid, you must watch the Expectation Reality Valentine's Day video, lean toward the expectations.
Indeed.
Of course, Valentine's Day, right? You'd figure that he'd dress a little bit nicer than he usually does. I mean, it's a special day, and he loves you. He wants to look hot for you, doesn't he? Expectation. Reality. Honey, it's Valentine's Day. Put these on.
Honey, it's Valentine's Day. Put some pants on.
Oh dear.
Oh God, why?
How to make a man bow down.
101.
And if you must make him live again, there is a particular spot called
Called Whoa! 9 o'clock, dear.
Give me back my spot.
So now that we have an opportunity to talk, we're going to be talking about how you should buy our various life lesson DVDs. We have life lessons.
DVDs? What the hell is a DVD?
We have our Netflix series on lessons that you should learn always because lessons and such. We have lessons on what not to do with your woman. We have lessons on, you know, expectations for your woman. We have lessons to teach your woman how to not suffocate on herself. And many others, including how to make a man bow down, kneeling, and other things. And it's a really good value.
Okay, honest to God though, this year has been like so weird that you feel like a decade has passed
Like
in
when
of itself.
When do we return? There we go.
It doesn't feel like almost July.
It doesn't.
It feels like 5 years have passed.
Because stuff is still happening, even though it's getting better, but still
Mm-hmm.
And then we're going to die.
Eventually. Well, that happened. Okay. So, apparently the man segment ended because you died by filming.
That wasn't a man segment yet. If you want it to be a man segment, then we go like this and we do mans.
Why?
Darling.
Roll over that man. Ah!
Hello and welcome back to our video. I am he who is coming.
Okay, now we are back to normal.
Hello, and welcome back to me. Feet her over there. Because that's basically what the videos are now. It's me featuring her because she's like that. Exactly that.
Why am I still here? To quote you.
Let's not forget in our last video ever, quote unquote, we're recapping and she's like, I'm not even in any of these videos! You're supposed to participate in our decade segment!
I'm not in half of the video. Oh wait, I'm in 3/4 of the videos. I'm a dork. I can't math. I have a degree in physics, but I can't math.
I'm not in half of the videos! Really? Darling, 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 darling.
Ow. I told you! I graduated. Sometimes I can't math.
That is the epitome of the woman's awareness in these videos.
That's the epitome of I have post-grad brain and I am fried.
The epitome of how much she realizes what we're doing when she comes over. Like, what?
How much
Huh?
do you film?
What? All of it. All of it. Darling?
I never feel like I'm in any of
darling, you're literally right there.
Is today just a Murphy's Law remake kind of
True.
day?
Oh, girl.
Why on earth am I
Here.
over there when I could be over here?
Now we have a word from the woman on our 16th anniversary late as thing.
Why? What was I thinking? What were we thinking? Why are there people?
People exist because, well,
People got with people who got with people who got with people.
when a man and a woman love each other, they go kneel and he bows down and perish.
Okay. Okay, I'm like tired though.
But she took so many naps earlier.
Yeah, but they were in like hour increments.
Darling, that's all you need, dear. And let it be known, a new shirt.
Oh right, yeah.
Because, yeah. she
Because I
actually
finally
has something.
remembered to wear a different shirt. So yeah,
Indeed.
yeah.
Huzzah. And now we have this. Oh dear.
I died!
Whee! Oh dear. Okay, so I guess it's time for a bit of a man segment because she died. So we must have a bit of a man segment on anniversaries and other certain types of things. Recently, we've been talking about lessons that men need to know when dealing with women, such as, okay, don't call her a potato. Don't bring up the word potato in general because she'll burst into tears. Do not agree that she's a potato if she says she is one. Just nothing to do with potato. No potato chips, no baked potato, no potato emoji. None of that, because she'll just be like, she'll just be like, same, and start just crying. You walk by the potato factory and she'll be like, that's where I was born. It's just like, then you're gonna have to deal with that again. Meanwhile, over here, we see...
Good morning, let me out. Let me be. Comfy potato is comfy. Goodbye.
Basically, when you call her a potato, it'll be like this for the next 6 hours, where she's just like, why? On your anniversary, after 16 years, oh god, why? Well, by this time, you should know, what you gotta do, what you don't gotta do, because Lord knows that Lord knows that phone enters in the corner. Darling, I swear to God.
Lord knows that if I forget him, walk across the frame.
That when you're a man and you have your independence and are alone and not with any women in the vicinity, darling, hey, darling.
I was trying to drink physics, thank you.
Drink physics? I think she's lost it. What you need to know is that just never, ever, ever, move in together or even just, spend time at your house because you need yo man cave. And, she just gonna ruin it. She just gonna mess all that up. And you know that that's what's gonna happen because she just gonna, walk in the background with her drink, with her phone. And then you're gonna see pink glitter, ponies. And then there's gonna be, candles that smell like men. And you're just like... And she's like, okay, let's see. We're gonna, I'm thinking fuchsia, and it's just like, oh my god, why? Can we get some, aquamarine in here? And you're just, crying in the corner because there goes your man life. She just rips down all your football posters and jerseys, and then she incinerates your bumper pool table. It's basically like that episode of Spongebob when Pearl started working at the Krusty Krab and she turned it into this glitter place with the hip young customers, and yeah, that's basically what it's gonna be. It's gonna turn into this feminine paradise, and you'll just be dead in the corner, probably locked in the closet, because that's the only, masculine-ish place left. And this has been your man tips on don't ever let her move in or visit you or do anything like that ever. Meanwhile, over here, we see this.
We have me looking up drink recipes.
Mom friend moment number 842. It's mommy's white wine time.
Indeed. Why did I move?
What on earth? Darling.
I tried sitting up and I instead went that way. Thank you.
Momentum! What on earth?
Physics.
At its finest. Are you alive? Well, apparently you're gone, so I will keep filming. Oh, wait. What?
Okay. There we go. Okay, so we need to get Darling back into the shot, of course.
Hi. Well, I suppose it's time for us to go since we've been filming quite a bit so far.
Have we now?
Indeed. So, go for now and we'll return whenever we, go outside-ish.
Battling to do if we so wish.
Oh dear. And because our spot is clean now, so...
Ooh, I don't have to mom friend the spot anymore.
But she will anyway, because she'll be like, this micro speck of dust!
Indeed.
Indeed. So, farewell for now!
Bye!
Oh, or just death. That works too. Hello, and we're back. After a bit of gaming for about an hour, we are ready to move on with our day. Theoretically. Oy vey. Ta-da! Oh. Well, it's about to... Oh, of course.
Like I said, I got tabled.
Oh, I can see this going well.
Ow. That wasn't fun.
Unless she brings the device with her. Oy
I had
vey.
to save at a checkpoint.
She's hashtag gamer girl 34. Because that's her mom age.
Excuse you, young man.
Indeed. Don't make me mom glare at you, she says.
You mean like that?
Lesson 11. Run. So, this is our 4 o'clock apparently. I've been trying to talk to her about my hopes and dreams, and she's just been gaming away, and it's just like, oi!
Hopes and dreams? What are those?
Now we have a lesson on how to cope when your significant other is a gamer and will not put the damn game down. Case in point, honestly, since day one of 16 years, it's always been this. Always gaming, always doing things, whether it was Harry Potter on PC or Super
Dear
Princess
God.
Peach on the DS. She has always been a Guitar Hero when I'm calling her on the phone. Oh, now we have to have a flashback moment when I used to call her on the phone. And she'd be like, I'm playing Guitar Hero. And then, instead of pausing to talk to me, she'd be like, click, 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 click. And I would just hear the button presses in the background. And I'm like, so darling, you want to talk about,
Yes, that's not even how it goes.
But this is how to deal when you have a significant other as a gamer and who has to have a screen in their face. Millennials, I swear, they just have to have screens in their faces all damn time. Take a look at...
Excuse you, but what do you happen to talking to?
You could literally take any screenshot from our recent videos and she will have her phone in her face, like at any given moment. And it's just like, why don't you put that fucking phone down? Girl, so we can be alone now. And that song is basically her life because, yeah. This is our future. Our future is in the hands of people like that. Like that one. We're doomed. Now,
What
it's
on
time
earth
for
are
a little
you?
exercise.
What on earth is balance, anyway?
Now, we have our segment where we go like this, and she dies in the corner. So it's just a win-win from all angles.
Oh, really?
And then we go like this, and we exhibit perfect balance with life. See, one side is living, the other side is death, and you're just teetering perfectly on the
Now
side.
she pushes you over the edge.
Quite literally, this is a nice example of marriage where you die. Okay, this side was life, this side was death, over here was the boiling lava of disappointment and shame. This used to be my thing to play with at the office. This was
Oh, dear.
from the doctor's office to help patients with their balance. Yeah, now we get to see the fun part where she gets on it and like just dies, like just completely dies. She just kind of goes, I can do it, whoa! And she dies.
Okay, I'm either going to die or I'm gonna die.
Either gonna die, maybe she might die. Okay,
Nope,
so
but
this.
I died.
Oh dear.
I died.
Am I
I
alive?
died. Now I'm dying some more.
Oh dear.
Yeah.
Put that one back there. That one back there. Oh dear. See, this is what happens.
You have different socks than I do. No.
Man socks. This is what we call a bad idea.
I have a very different center of balance. I forgot about these things. What is a center anyway?
That's why she just lays on him and then she's like, oh, perfect balance.
I feel like if I tried to actually do this, I'd like
Die.
die. Yep. Yep, died.
This is a fun segment. You know what?
Look, you know titty evidence.
That's a good thing, dear.
Exactly.
If I was like ba-boyam, then we'd have a problem.
Exactly, but nevertheless.
Here's me with like ba-boyam.
Okay, yeah. I figured it out. It's a simple shift.
Simple shift, and there she goes.
No, I said shift, as in legs. Do the thing.
Simple shit. And there she goes.
No, I had it. I had it.
Look
And
at,
then you lost it again.
look at her doing a thing.
And I had it and I lost it again. And I got it and I lost it again.
Darling, you lost it many. Never mind.
Be quiet. I'm actually
I'm good at a thing.
dying for once.
I'm good at a thing. Leave me alone.
Wait a minute. No. Get back here. No, this way. Not that way. This way.
And this is how the woman does a thing.
Ah! No. I said this way.
This is the woman doing a thing segment.
Damn tables. There, I didn't die for longer than 2 seconds.
Hooray! It's a new record. So that was one of the relics from the days of mother working at the doctor's office. Another relic would be the chair, which I think we've talked about before. This chair was a chair that I had sat in the doctor's office whenever I'd go to work with mother, and then basically that's where I'd sit for a lot of the time, because I'd usually sit next to mother at like the desk thing, because there was like, you know, big desk, and then there's 2 chairs with like 2 different work areas, and then I'd usually sit at the other work area unless a coworker came in, at which point I'd either go in the exam room if there weren't patients that day, or I would go into the doctor's office and sit at a little table there, and this was the chair that was there. But then when Mother finally left and the doctor's office closed down, then we took things and the chair was one of them. So this is a legacy from like 2006 and such, like, indeed. A lot of good times, so it's a nice relic to have in this room. Oh, here she comes.
And not dead. Funny.
Are you sure?
Oh dear.
Wait. I would be careful there, because that spot right there is where I always slip, because it's like not stepped on, so that you accidentally step there and you go, "Wah!"
Well, then in that case, it needs to be stepped on some more.
You need to be stepped on, you gravel.
The word is grovel to your queen, my dear. Kneel. And think you're stuck with me until morning.
What? I thought she was leaving before twerk party.
I mean, I could. But alas, no.
Well, at least tonight is Sunday night.
If we wanted to be evil and not make Mom make dinner tonight, we could buzz out to whatchamacallit. The place.
The place.
I don't Maryville anymore. What the heck's it called? Oh, right. The DQ.
Like she really forgot what it was.
Even though we've walked there a million times, I have to Google to get there.
Turn right in 5 meters. You are now in Wisconsin. Darling! Darling! Suppose we should venture out into the unknown.
What is outside?
That thing you had to cross through to get here.
Oh, right.
Because we have our spot back.
Yay!
Nice and clean and such. Onward! Oh.
Join you shortly, dear.
Oh. So, now we put on our booties and go forth. So, we emerged outside, and it got a bit humid. It was, at one point, storming, and hence why you can see down there, over there, that it flooded a bit and is kind of wet. Oh dear.
I told you I would join you in on.
And on and on and on. And now we have this. Oy vey.
There.
Adequate. Huh. That is a bunny over there. There's a bunny over there.
Oh, there you are.
It's a bunny. No, darling, you can't keep it and take it home. Oy vey. Ah! Collision! Particle collision!
Am I even tall enough to sit on these and not die?
Physicsy.
Barely.
So now we have a little bit of a throwback to... Collision again!
Well, that's exactly what happens, dear.
No,
Liv.
Whoop. Now we have a bit of a throwback to last year's birthday video when we sat here for 5 minutes doing Lord knows what.
Honestly, it's just, like, relatively comfy.
Indeed, and it's just like it hugs your booty though.
True.
And it's just like, yes.
And I mean, luckily you've got them over here so that you can lean against.
Indeed.
the wall.
And not be like, and die.
I've honestly never understood backless chairs.
True. It's like boobless women. Like, what's the point, right?
Excuse you.
So, this is us outside for a minute at like almost 5-ish, 4:30 something.
What?
Indeed. And we get to have a nice outside moment.
Like low-key, we can chill out here until the mosquitoes get too bad.
True.
Then I wouldn't mind.
Then it's like, outside pizza moment. Like,
That
yeah.
would kind of be cool.
This is our little spot.
I have an idea.
Oh,
bottom of the yard into one gigantic bonfire pit.
And then we like host Coachella here, and we like, yeah. Oh God.
Oh dear. Sleep.
Nap time.
Indeed. Oh God, that looks awesome with the angle you've got in it right now. I want to screenshot that just so I can like steal it for Instagram.
Oh God, she is a mom friend, no! So now we just chill outside with like this summer vibe though, like, vibing. No, if we do a video sometime next month, that'll be our summer vibe video because July.
True. True.
It's basically May is birthday vibe, June is anniversary vibe, July is summer vibe, August is fair vibe, September she's gone.
Oh crap, I have to go back to school.
Indeed. Now I'm gonna leave the woman behind and venture forth.
Why?
Because I must. It is my destiny. Leave you behind! See, she's finally starting to listen. She gets it now. Now, we have to formulate a plan so that we can avoid the squishy wetlands. Now, this requires precise strategy. Oh, the bunny is still over there. The bunny from earlier that we were talking about is still over there. Now it seems like if we cross over this way, it's not as squishy because we need to bypass this squishy area. It's like a puzzle, you know what I mean? This is what all that gaming's for. You figure out how to bypass certain areas and do workarounds. There we go. See, now we figured it out. Just avoid the squishy ground, like the squishy bits up there. I think she's still up there. If she is, that's good. Oh no, squish, squish. But we made it to our destination. Whee! And so now we have a on the swing segment with me. We had moved the swing. As you know, we once upon a time, a couple of years ago, in the 2018 birthday special, we went in the Peep Dome and we swung on the swing and stuff, and that was a good segment, of course. Now, the Peep Dome got kind of broken and stuff, and then the net got tangled. So, since then we haven't been able to like properly swing. We did do a swing thing in that Hollowvember episode. Oh God. What on earth? What on earth? Oh dear, we have to visualize this. Okay. Something's happening. I'm not sure where it's happening. Let's take a quick peek. Something's happening somewhere. Wait, there it is. There it is. Now something's happening. I am sectioned off. You cannot come closer, dear, or you will hit puddles. On all sides. I am protected by the moat in my fortress. This was ingenious. Now watch as she tries to strategize a way around the wetlands.
Not around, but
This is very entertaining. Squish, squish, she goes this way. Angry.
it's not that bad, but like,
Yeah.
like,
I had to do my strategy to walk around and just do a thing. It's simple, well, level design, as it were.
true.
So now we have a mini vacation woman segment where she sits and we get an angle of her as she talks about life right now.
On the one hand, I feel like the sun shining bright. And oh dear God, photons!
And burning my flesh! Ow!
But on the other hand, I feel like a tree.
Swaying in the breeze, about to collapse from the sheer weight of stress
Exactly.
exerted upon my branches of my brain.
Precisely.
Whoa, that was deep.
Are you the sun or are you a tree, darling?
I am the sun.
Knowing you, you're a tree.
I'm the sun, blindingly bright in your face, obnoxious, and no, I won't go away until it's time for bed.
True.
That's a mood.
True. Okay, so here's what we do.
What do we do, dear?
Chop down that branch, and then we chop down that branch.
All of the branches? All of them?
And we make a gigantic fire pit.
And Coachella.
Indeed.
Oots, oots, oots. And we can debut mine, 9, mine, 9. Oots, 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 oots.
Indeed.
That was the whole plan all along. We've had that plan since 17?
I
Oh
don't know.
dear. Yeah, the Christmas special was when we first talked about it. And then it's been a recurring bit ever since.
True.
Huzzah. Now we flip. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Darling.
What?
Oy vey. So now we have another little spot where we just like chill out here in the vast nothingness because
Where was this swing when we needed it last year?
this was the one that you remember when you came over in our Halloween in November visit thing last year. And then we came outside and then we sat in the swing that was over there by the blue tarp thing. That was this swing. But then, of course, the tree incident, so it had to be moved. In case the tree fell or in case we decided to bring it down ourselves.
I was gonna say, chopping it down yourselves is a pain in the ass with that teamer.
Just like I say about her.
Excuse you.
Pain in the ass, but wow, a lot cheaper. So, now we just get to like chill and swing and like, and then, oh, this reminds me of last year at the fair when we were in that gazebo.
Oh yeah.
That was fun, because it was like such a Yas gazebo though.
Like honestly, if I had the money to build my own house,
We'd have a gazebo. And then we'd relive our wedding.
pretty much.
Reenactment. Ah, breeze.
Dude, this feels awesome.
Yes. Indeed. It's nice to just chill outside. And like the outside segments are nice with the new camera that's like high def.
I was gonna say,
like,
the videos aren't gonna suck anymore. Like, quality-wise, I mean.
But yeah, overall, wonderful new videos, and that's why I'm glad that we got the new phone before the new series started, because now it's like, yes, it's all continuous.
You mean continuous?
Yes, that's the continent of the U.S. Now, children, let us talk about what once in one upon a time was the continent of the U.S. and is now Alaflablagistan because someone named it that.
Oh dear.
And
Hang on, he's gone into dead mode.
I have died, and now I can no longer keep filming. So yeah, we turn it
Therefore,
back to
nap
her.
time.
We turn it to her for the aerial view nap time segment.
Okay, like low key though. I know I joke nap, but this is
like a legit
I
nap moment.
legit want to nap. Like if this had a thingy so that you could put your feet up.
Like a lazy boy, but as like a swing.
Yeah. Yeah, like if it had an ottoman thingy with it.
What do you think? Now she's gonna ask me to go fetch that log so she could put her feet up on it.
Darling, go fetch that log over there.
Oy vey, just this. Oh, that's much better.
Oh, yeah.
Angry.
Where?
So, this has been our swinging and chilling segment, where we do our swing thing and just be like yes and have a bit of conversation.
See what you don't realize.
What you don't realize?
I'm the one doing all the swinging work.
Indeed, as you should, because women deserve the right to work. Ah, you made my sock dirty every freaking time.
And you forget, I am the queen of footsie.
Every freaking time, footsie edition. And it takes me only 4 toes to do with what you need 5 for.
Precisely.
Oh dear, that's an ordeal. Have we really run out of every freaking time that we simply have to footsie from now on?
Why are we doing the sideways thing?
Ah, they fell out of place!
Yeah.
And everything
That
died.
happens.
Indeed.
I'm just gonna enjoy my moment here.
Oh,
I don't know.
and now we have this.
I
Oy vey. Now we see this, which is basically the dead woman. At this point, I'm just looking for any and all opportunity that I can use the 50% wider angle shot because it looks interesting. I could make a joke about 50% wider woman, but then I would die and that would have to go into lesson 14. And she swings and swings until she flies off and punches me in the head.
You should run.
Squish, 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 and off I go.
No, darling, come enjoy the sunshine with me.
In truth, there's only darkness over here. So, yes, this has been our outside segment. As we gaze upon the sky of life-ish. Oh god, it's 5 o'clock. What on earth? What on earth? Oy vey, women and their nonsense. I swear. Angry, annoying nonsense. And now if we go over here, we have a bit of a swimming segment because, well, it's kind of flooded. This usually happens. Usually it's, well, all the way up to the orange thing right there, the topmost one. I'm really hoping that when fall comes around, we will be able to, go out and do some wandering because you know that I absolutely want to get some nice outside segments now that we have the nice camera. Because this is just like, yes. It always annoyed me that back in the day when I would take a segment outside, it never truly captured how nice it actually was. But now it can. So, now if we go back over here, we unfortunately encounter the woman once more. Now, this is a lesson 15. You do not want to do this, because if you encounter her once more, you will certainly die, because you left her alone, and she cannot be alone, and she will die. Look at that death. Indeed. So, I suppose we're done for now, and we'll be going back inside to twerk or just chill or whatever. And we'll come back a little bit later in an hour or so and just do more of whatever we're doing today. So, farewell for now.
Bye.
Hello, and we are back.
Hello.
As we just heard, the darling was playing the game again, Olivier.
I beat him particularly really annoying part, my dear?
I literally left the room for 5 seconds, and when I came back, she was at it again.
Well,
Hey, babe.
I need to keep myself occupied.
I was gone for a fraction of a moment, dear. So, now we're back on this Sunday fun day, whatever. And it's about 7 o'clock, and we've kind of just been chilling and whatnot. And having chill twerk time, while also having pizza time, because pizza be life. So, indeed, we are back. Us.
Just doing it is whatever we do. Hang on. Live!
The same thing we've been doing for like, oh dear, 6 years?
Years and years, exactly.
6 years, starting
Right.
more notably in 2014, and then it kind of started to pick up in 2017, and here we are now. At this point we have at least 2 years of doing this constantly, and it's like, oh dear.
So I have the ability to go home. I never do.
Indeed! Whee!
What on earth has Phil gotten into?
Your panty. I mean, bro.
Right.
I mean, remember that time she ripped my pantyhose open?
How to make a man get up. Poke him where his pantyhose keeps shining.
My pantyhose.
Why the hell are you wearing pantyhose, by the way?
You guys reveal that.
Oh dear.
I have to protect my interests.
I wouldn't say that. Oh dear.
Look.
And so we chop off your leg.
My pantyhose, you ripped a hole in. Let me get up here, get on my pantyhose all torn and destroyed because she ripped it up. Those were dark chapters.
You know it's a dark chapter.
Whatever the one is that you're reading on your shirt there.
Exactly.
Now, if we turn our attention this way, we can see her purse taken up to bed, her backpack taken up to bed, her gaming device, whatever that thing is, taking up the bed, and the rest of her taking up the bed. Now notice how whenever she has to put something somewhere, it goes in basically the last place it should ever go. As we see over there, we move this way, we see her cup from earlier
What
just
on earth?
placed up here with all my curios and knickknacks. Why it would be there, we don't know, but
It's
that's where
orange.
she put it.
And orange. I was in a color matching jag.
And this is what I've had to put up with for 16 years. That's because it's also partly. Ah!
Oh dear!
Oh, damn! You hit me in the bum! Go to bed.
Yay!
So yes, this is partly our, oh dear. This is partly our 16-year anniversary special because it's 16 years and it's still June. For a couple more days, it will be July on Wednesday, I believe.
Oh dear.
And yeah, so that's why we kind of had to do a video right quick right now, even though like 4th of July is next weekend or whatever. Because, well, we had to have a, oh dear Lord, anniversary. And what is she doing with her whip? Darling, what are you doing with your purse strap of epic decapitation, dear?
Boo! Boo! Get off the stage! Right this way? To you.
I forgot it still does that.
Why are you whipping it around like so?
Just because it can.
You're just like, whoosh, whoosh, and I'm like, and so this is. I just like die. So, this is our 7 p.m. ish
Segment. And you are in my spot.
That means I must die.
In your spot. Oh! My spot.
Now, on to a man segment. Now, on to a more important segment with me. Now, today we're going to talk about why women are just absolutely Trouble. And there is absolutely nothing that any woman could ever do to strike a man down. Because men are the ultimate beings. We are always on top of everything, no matter what, including women. But that's for later. And, like, we're the ones that tell the women to kneel.
Kneel!
There. Now the proper order has been restored.
Proper order? I think not.
Of course it's proper order.
I think not. So now we relocate the angle once more over here. I have to do all these segments from different angles because now we get to see the room in high definition like never before.
Indeed.
And it's like, wee!
Darling, why on earth? Squish chicken is squish chicken. Why?
I am unamused.
Darling. No. Doesn't matter you do it at all. The real fact of the matter is, I am unamused. You dare try to
Steal my thing.
my line.
It was her line for like the earlier portion of the 2019 videos, and then she's just like, bitch.
I am unamused.
I'm not unamused. I am your wife. I am unamused.
Note the ring hand, which is more effective with the ring applied.
Is she unamused?
I am unamused. I am unamused.
I am unamused!
Who made her unamused?
I am unamused. Did I mention I am unamused?
Why every time she walks in, throws everything down, I'm unamused, nap time, oh by the way, drama. And then she actually takes a nap.
The Chronicles of Me.
I'm angry.
I mean, there's a very fine line between the two.
Indeed.
I'm either annoyed or I am angry. Oh dear.
Hello, dear.
No!
And the plan comes to fruition.
What do you know about a plan coming to fruition anyhow?
Because fruit and
None
such.
of your plans have ever come to fruition.
How do you know, dear?
Except for putting up with me.
Indeed. So now we do a 0.5% zoom angle where we can see everything. And then if we crank it up to a 3 times zoom, we see Lord... Yeah. And various nose hairs and such. Because space zoom exists. And she just doomed herself. And now we see basically what the past 16 years have been in like a nutshell. This evil glare of death. Now we return back to the 0.5 zoom for a full room view thing going on here.
Indeed.
And now... What the...
Why are you in my
Out of my way!
Well, where do you wish to go? That way. Go forth over that way.
And
Go forth over that
I
way.
just die.
It's still light enough that we could like go back outside and be like, ah!
Oh, go to bed. Not permanently. Live.
Who's to say whether I was napping permanently?
Me.
Maybe that's just how I sleep.
It's like they say in Macbeth. Put your mouth into proper order.
Poor choice of words. That's what she screamed at me as I kneeled before. And you.
See what happens? See the kind of pain and torment I'm subjected to on a daily basis? Well, not a daily basis, but like a monthly basis, because monthly death. And it shall continue until she eventually evaporates from the world.
Uwe, what am I to do with you, dear?
This is a mood.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was decapitated in an instant.
You know what?
Every freaking time, blue rag edition.
So, do we want to go outside for a little bit before it gets dark?
I suppose we could if you wish to.
I suppose so.
Then we could just chill until 9 p.m. and then do our
gaming thing later?
I was gonna say, because yeah, sunset's like in
Eight-ish.
an hour or two, maybe.
So hopefully this ends up being a nice segment, I don't know. Because obviously the camera is facing this way, therefore I can't see what's happening, so
I shall be down at the swing deck.
oh dear, there she goes. So I guess we're heading outside for a bit. This video is probably gonna be long again, oh no! And we will take it to go. Right, so apparently we're back outside again at like 7:30. It's honestly not changed that much. The sun won't be going down until like an hour from now. And yeah, it's actually pretty nice out. I mean, it's like humid and likely there will be mosquitoes, but still. It takes more than just, oh, here she comes, oh no! I thought we weren't going to have to see her, but here she comes. And she is unamused. Now, we can see the woman. This is actual height scaling, by the way. So, this is what she looks like from like a normal person's perspective. Smack! Why was I punted across the way? Darling, I hope you're not trusting that, because...
I'm not.
Nope, the ever-living nope out of that.
You know what I can maybe the ever-living maybe out of?
Well,
Going down and over that way to the usual spot.
the usual spot.
Well, near you.
Oy vey. So now we have a little mini segment on watching how the woman gets down there, because hide not behind the beefy man. Trying not to die, heaven ass. And we are faced once again with the dilemma. Here we see the woman in the great outdoors. She begins her process. And now she proceeds to long jump until such a moment that she can reach her destination. Oh dear! Puddles.
It is all a matter of eating oneself in the proper way.
In the proper direction. Ooh.
Oh.
She seems to have gotten herself into a pickle. Success for the woman!
And then we have the man who takes the short way.
And now we have a segment with me over here, her over there. Right. So it seems we're back over here. My question is, why exactly are we in the backyard at this time of day when it's like all wet and there are a bajillion mosquitoes?
Well, we should stay out here again
And here we...
mosquitoes get bad enough that we say screw it.
Here is the woman tabling. An example of this is now on your screen. But yeah, it's like we could be, you know, up there in our spot, but she's like, come down here, even though there's mosquitoes going like... Now, if we diddle finagle, whatever that means.
Okay, screw it.
Run away! Ah, there's a bug on my hand. I'm dying. So now, if we come over here to my special spot, away from the woman, there might be death lurking within, but that's okay. So, now we're in my special spot, in the middle of the, well, wherever this is. No women can find me here. Oh dear. What on earth? She found me! No, 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 no. I was trying to hide in my special spot. I should do an opening from this spot one time. Because it's like, this background though is like, yes. See how much fun we can have outside now when we know that the videos are gonna look nice? Now the question remains as to how she can avoid death in this instance. Here we see the woman attempting to avoid death and failing. What was that? So now we begin a let's take a walk, we said, at 7:30 p.m. Whee! That would be a long walk. So here we see a glimpse of summer sunset. Where it's sunset and it's summer. And
No, really? I had no idea.
bonk. You have been booped.
I oughta.
Deflect. I was still reached. It failed. Okay, she's trying to boop me, and I have to hide. Ugh, the car. Retreat. Anyway.
Shall we go to the spot?
Usual spot as the sun sets on the horizon. Oh dear. We see life and death and dancing. Oy vey.
Indeed.
Indeed. I have no idea what we're doing, honestly, but like, mood. So, this is a pretty big mood. Like, what are we doing outside at like 7 p.m.?
We're relaxing.
Are we? We have arrived at the usual spot. Right. Oh. Can't get this chair! And angry mom friend moment. And she's over there somewhere. And I get to be over here, away from that one.
Queen of plants.
So, now if you look down there, you can see the swing where we just were for some reason, because she's like, this is a good idea. Even though it was not a good idea. And
I forgot about
mosquito.
the hydrophilic nature of mosquitoes,
Indeed.
okay?
So, I suppose we will sit here for a little bit, and then we'll go inside, charge, and twerk, and then we'll come back a bit later. So,
Eventually.
farewell for now. There she is.
Tired potatoes, tired.
Queen of plants.
Indeed.
Indeed. Farewell. Off we go. And there we see the sleeping beast. Oh, wait, what? Oi. Not sleeping at all.
Not yet.
What on earth are you doing?
Also, I need your help plugging in the thingamabob.
And so, at 10:07, we have finished Twerk Party and finished our chilling gaming we did earlier. And now we are winding down at the end of the night. And it's starting with her stealing my thing.
Oh, right.
And here, we can see some peeps doing their peep things, going to bed. They have evolved slightly since the last time we did a video a month ago, and hopefully they'll be going out sometime soon. Unfortunately, it appears as though 4 of them are roosters, which is going to be bad, for sure. But in any case, here we see Dolly. Oh dear, once again with her gaming device. Oy.
Just
Preparations.
for it.
So now we get to see the she-beast to go to her den and such and things. Oh dear.
Just be
Rawr.
glad I'm sleeping in my office.
Indeed. And not on my bed. And here she goes. Oy vey. now we simply wind down for the ending of this day and all that nonsense. She's doing her thing over yonder.
We get to do our own respective things.
Indeed. Yeet!
Or mostly, eat it near me so I can put it closer to the teeth. Perfect.
I can just like yeet into her face or something. Oh, no, that's a bad idea. Right, lesson 16.
Hello, darling.
So, now we do our final video of the night. This has been our day, and of doing our stuff and things and what have you.
Go to bed.
And
Okay, so since he's since gone to bed, I can keep going. This has been a really, really, really great day, in spite of maybe being cut a bit short because I have to leave super freaking early in the morning. But no, basically we've been hanging out the whole day and just doing our normal diddle screwing malarkey that we usually do, and it's been quite fun. So now we allow him to awaken. Ah!
beep boop boop beep. Welcome to Man S10 Plus with Super Zoom. And you just killed the Man S10 Plus. That's the end of that. Yes, this has been our day, and we've done a lot, actually.
Indeed.
We had our usual whatnot messing around type stuff. And then we did quite a bit of outside filming, which is nice because, you know, this is the time of year when we have to do it before it starts getting all cold and whatnot. Or, well...
We've got until about October and then it starts
True.
getting screwy.
So, yeah, this has been our day, and we've had our fun, and another wonderful video to add to the collection of the new series and stuff.
And we have fruit bars to end it.
And she's still...
the usual.
She has not forgotten the fruit bars, which we are going to have in place of the usual. Because she's like, nom. This is the only reason...
I like nom. Leave me alone.
This is the only reason she's in this upright state at the moment. So, yeah.
True. Because it's not like we have shows or anything.
No, we don't, thankfully.
Did Adult Swim do that thing again where they kind of messed up the programming?
When she was salty as hell because they messed up SAO that one time, and she like woke up for it, so it's permanently embedded in her memory as anger.
I woke back up to watch SAO, and they jacked up. You know how annoyed I am. I will stare at you greatly. I laugh. I am unamused.
Note the ring hand, which is more effective with the ring applied.
Exactly.
And honestly, same, because that sucked. We're not sure when we'll be back. Ideally, sometime later in July-ish, possibly. Probably. Well, she has stuff to do in August, so we might not be able to hang out then. If we can, it'll be like a little squeeze-in type deal.
September will be a squeeze-in type deal.
Indeed. But yes, this has been our day today, and it's been quite fun. And yay, she gave me a game, damn it! Huzzah! And that's basically the theme of today, because, you know, that's the whole reason she's here.
Happy super late birthday.
Yay! Because it's like...
Yeah, I would have gotten you a card, but like...
I'm lazy as hell.
I'm broke as hell.
True. Here we have peeps doing their peep things. And, yeah, they won't be going out until September or so. But yes... So, we don't know when we'll be able to hang out again, but hopefully it will be sometime in the next month or two or so. And
Give or take.
we'll be able to continue until she cannot do so anymore.
Yeah.
Poppy, what are you doing? Why are you sticking your head out the thing? I suppose this is it for tonight because we have gaming and such to do.
Yeah, indeed.
And we will be back eventually, hopefully-ish, when she can return and ruin my life once more.
Andy.
Because I mean, like, look at this. Look at this nest and this office. And it's just like, you know, I had to make her a sandwich. I had to make 2 sandwiches, prepare 2 drinks, pull this out, dust this. I cleaned out the thing there because it had all those cables and stuff in there. And I dusted it and dusted everything and wiped the floor and just like, oy vey. See what she makes me do.
Thank you, dear. You are wonderful.
Because she is the crown jewel with the crown jewels in front there. And as such, she has to be treated like a goddamn princess. Lesson 17. Princess. This is the end, and we will see you whenever we see you.
Indeed. This is the end.
Not of life as we know it, but of this video-ish.
Is it the end of the world as we know it?
I just said no! She doesn't listen to me! Look at this! See, don't ever get this kind of gamer girl, because this is just ignoring you all the time. In any case, we're done, so goodbye until the next inevitable video in some time, who knows. But in the meantime, we're gonna go to bed, so go to bed! Goodbye.